Martincitopants. Yes, I gotta make sure I say it right. Martincitopants. Expanding to planets in Factorio. Never heard of this game. 2016. Yeah, I never heard of this. Let's get it.
Good evening.
What's up?
Welcome back to Factorio.
What's up? Welcome back. Okay.
Last video we installed the space exploration mod, built a big old factory, laid waste to our enemies, constructed a rocket. Good evening. Welcome back to Factorio. Last video we
could barely see that shit, bro. What's the purpose of this game?
installed the space exploration mod, built a big old factory, laid waste to our enemies, constructed a rocket, and launched ourselves into the great beyond. In this video, we expand even further. More death, more destruction, and more development of unprecedented risk management strategy through scalable microactions. In this video, we won't just be going to space, but other whole planets. The entire solar system will not be spared from our reach.
Bro, what kind of game is this? Hold on. What the hell is this man with this? What? Yo, nah. See, like, I feel like I'm getting hacked right now watching this shit.
Space, but other whole planets.
What the
entire solar system will not be spared from our reach. So, let us continue.
Bro, I deadass feel like I'm getting hacked right now.
But before we can continue, I must fulfill my obligations.
Sponsored.
Opera GX. That's right, boyos, this video is sponsored by Opera GX, the speediest gamer web browser you have ever seen in your entire life. Are you tired of these stinky web browsers vacuuming up all your RAM? Can't watch my videos in crystal clear 1440p because you're a Wikipedia goblin and forgot to close those 8,000 tabs.
I'm getting hacked right now, bro.
Like the surname. Well, worry not, fuckos. Opera GX is here to save you. Download it now with my link in the description and use GX Control. Stop sucking up my RAM. Done. Stop sucking up my CPU. Done. Stop sucking. No. You can even
not that. You're not that.
So you download your 8 terabytes of smut. It doesn't interfere with your intense gamer session. Gentlemen, you can customize this browser to your heart's content. Dark mode, light mode. Force dark mode on every page so that this doesn't happen to you. And best of all, my very own wallpaper. Bro. Simply phenomenal. Fellas, we need to do something very important. Download Opera GX. Click this button in the top right. Use custom wallpaper. Yeah. Get more wallpapers. Download my wallpaper and rate it 5 stars. Has Opera GX told me to do this? No, this is purely for my own vanity. We are currently at 23 ratings, but we need to have more. Jay Schlatt has 194, Russian Badger has 272, and PewDiePie has 748. And we can do better. What are you waiting for, fuckos? Each passing day, my ego must grow larger. Finally, if you download using my link, you get a small section from my past few uploads, so you will never miss a video ever again.
Yo.
And let's continue.
Let's get it.
Now, you may be asking, Mr. Mart, why has it been over a year since the last Factorio video?
A year? Hey, yo.
Well, I've been lazy, but I do have some excuses. For one, Ben and I in our infinite wisdom decided that this perfectly good, albeit a bit laggy factory wasn't good enough, and we just had to restart. So we switched up the mods a bunch and spent another 100 hours building a giant factory. Huge production facilities, a totally necessary and not pain in the ass 8-lane train network, and a room full of the most precious resource. At around 100 hours, we managed to get the first cargo rocket up and got ourselves into space. And then we were like, you know what?
Now let me ask this. How do you beat this type of game? Bro.
World kind of stinks. I don't like the mods. Everything is too goddamn large. And generally it has an unpleasant vibe. So once again in our infinite wisdom, we abandoned that world and started over again. So of course, day 1. The crash landing, big space laser death rays, and setting up the starter base. Basic mining, basic smelting, red and green science, a blue 2021 Dodge Challenger, and most importantly, our text plates. Penis, and the Zaza.
The Zaza.
2 hours in, things were going well. And then, we built an entire factory. Now, I'm just going to say that this was an intelligent storytelling choice, and definitely not me forgetting to record anything for over 40 hours. During those 40 hours, we built a whole factory. We constructed a runway for our brand new aircraft and covered it in poop. Tristan wrote a beautiful haiku. Okay. He developed a powerful addiction to cement, built some concrete production, and then was never heard from. Ever again.
Yo.
These 40 hours of Factorioing were done before I went to America to make this video, so I wasn't under any particular time pressure. But if I wanted to get this video out in time, things would have to get efficienter, which is a problem for me because if I play Factorio for too long, my brain goes woo 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 woo. And I walk around in circles for hours at a time.
Bro, that'd be me. The second I hit new game, bro, that shit's gonna be me. What the fuck do I like? What do you do in this, bro? How do you beat this game? What's the purpose of it?
And I walk around in circles for hours at a time, doing nothing. And so, not wanting to dilly-dally any further, Ben and I set our sights on launching to space.
What?
Day 2. Time to launch to space. Ben and I loaded up the cargo rocket with a bunch of supplies and did our maiden launch for the 3rd time. And... space, baby! Up there to greet us was this asteroid covered in junk, and a bunch more useful stuff that we wouldn't be able to get for quite a while. So, after cleaning off the asteroid, we got to work on today's goal. Space science. Like all the other sciences, but space. While I was hard at work expanding our scientific capabilities, Ben busied himself with the construction of infrastructure.
I don't know, I have a better idea.
Building stuff in space presents a whole new type of logistical challenge. Where do I get materials? Well, there are a few options. Sending them up in cargo rockets, or using these. Delivery cannons. Delivery cannons do exactly what you'd expect.
These are one of the games where, like, for you to have fun, and I can't see anybody having fun in this. You know, everybody has different interests and shit, but like, I feel like in order for you to have fun in this game or enjoy your time doing it, and like he said, he played for 40 hours. That's crazy. You really need a partner to help you along the way to do shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how he did over here, this shit.
Building stuff in space presents a whole new type of logistical challenge. Where do I get materials? Well, there are a few options. Sending them up in cargo rockets, or using these. Delivery cannons. Delivery cannons do exactly what you'd expect. They shoot stuff into space. For them to work properly, we need a special chest for the goods to land in, and a way of telling them to turn on and off, so this doesn't happen. Deciding on which transport mode to use presents quite the conundrum. Which items do we send via rocket? Is it worth sending the basic plates with delivery cannons, or is that impractical? Making things even more difficult was the fact that some items we got in space couldn't really be used up here, and had to be dealt with somehow. Ben, however, while trying to reconstruct the fish tunnel...
You said they couldn't be used?
Delivery cannons, or is that impractical? Making things even more difficult was the fact that some items we got in space couldn't really be used up here.
What? Why not? Can't eat that bitch?
And had to be dealt with somehow. Ben, however, while trying to reconstruct the fish tunnel from our second base, gentlemen, the fish tunnel found the perfect solution to that particular problem.
I don't know, scrap in here.
Just fucking flinging it into space. So, after wiring everything together, building delivery cannon chests, making a transmitter and receiver, and setting up a little space science production, before we knew it, space science was done. Bada bing, bada boom.
Hey, look at that.
This process takes a fair bit of energy, so using our combined 3.5 brain cells, we did this.
Impossible to walk.
The doodle wall.
We are intelligent Factorio engineers. Back down on Norvis, we had a few issues. For one, a coronal mass ejection. Our umbrella defense took all the power from the factory, causing a giant blackout, but none of our base was damaged, and one of the CME beams even barbecued some biters. So thumbs up from me. Secondly, our flimsy walls were being eaten yet again.
I'm gonna take him on.
No, Ben, no!
Getting demolished.
For us to work efficiently in space, and eventually on other planets, our defenses would have to be self-sufficient. What we needed to do was build a wall. Day 3. Oh, no. Time to build a wall. If you cast your mind back to the previous video, we got away with minimal wall building because you could just build an impervious moat with everyone's favorite item, waterfill. Of course, our peaceful moat building eventually turned into this. Well, the mod author, clearly having seen the utter shenanigans one can achieve with a bit of waterfill, tragically put a stop to it. Truly a sad day for Bean Boys Incorporated. For this world, we decided not to use waterfill since it's really not that fun, so instead we had to build an actual wall with actual defenses. So we built an actual wall with actual defenses. Here's the blueprint. Some flamethrower turrets for the big damage, laser turrets to finish them off, and 2 layers of self-healing mending walls to keep out those mixed... biters. To top it all off, we have straight sections, gay sections, and train stops for our repair train to come and visit when things need repairing. Now, what's the point of spending all this time designing and building a shiny new wall if it doesn't expand our territory? So, I hopped in the attack helicopter and expanded our territory.
Nasty.
This is where our most powerful mod came into effect. And no, I'm not talking about the helicopter. I'm talking about the replacement of explosion sounds with vine booms. Once it was all said and done, thousands of biters had been laid off, evicted, and burnt to death, and our territory had been greatly expanded. Now, of course, let's build that wall. During construction, I had what some might refer to as a silly clown moment. To help speed things up, I'd been making good use of the jetpack, but the jetpack takes fuel, and I ran out. Rough. Walking all the way back was gonna take me ages, so instead of using my shit-ass legs, I handcrafted a Dodge Challenger in about half a second
and drove
it back to base.
Shit.
Automating space science allowed us to research a lot of new things. New machines.
Growth facility grows biological specimens under a range of controlled conditions.
Grows biological specimens. Me. But most importantly, everyone's favorite weapon system.
Artillery?
Artillery.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not saying get rid of them. Yo, they want the smoke.
I guess the wall works pretty well. Now that the base perimeter had been secured, it was time to expand the factory.
This is too much information for me, boy.
Day 4. Seagull, the site of our next grand expansion. Seagull is a small moon rich in cryonite, the first resource that we can't just get on Novus. And cryonite,
I like
we
that.
would be needing.
Novus.
So to get started, I fired up the creative world and spent a few hours creating. Cryonite presents a bunch of new challenges. First of all, it's not practical to put the processing plant on Novus because cryonite ore only stacks at 20, which kinda makes moving it around a bit of a gigantic pain in the ass. But cryonite rods stack to 200, and each cryonite rod takes 10 cryonite ore, so that's 100 times better.
Yeah.
Well, to make the rods, we need heavy oil, and the only way for us to get that is with oil processing, so we need to make some oil processing, but then we also need a way to deal with the light oil and petroleum byproducts, so we turn this into solid fuel, and then since another step in the process uses steam, we use the solid fuel in a boiler to make...
This is too complex for me, but I'm losing brain cells watching this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Steam, but it doesn't need that much steam, so we boil off the steam in turbines, but the turbines only turn on when the solar panels don't produce enough energy, so we need a way of turning off the solar panels when we need to burn off the steam, and then that step that takes steam also produces water, so we need a way of making sure the water tank isn't full, and not to mention the fucking mountains of sand produced. Why is there so much sand? So yeah, it's already pretty complicated, and this is
not stuttering through that is crazy.
With all that being said, here's the blueprint.
There you go.
Time for our next big venture.
What is that? Was that supposed to be smoke?
With all that being said, here's the blueprint. So, time.
What is this? Is this supposed to be smoke? What the fuck is that?
For our next big venture.
No. This man putting in that work, boy. Look at this shit. I could never, bro. I wouldn't even want to try, deadass.
Before leaving, I had written out a comprehensive, exhaustive list of everything we would need.
Jeez.
Except, of course, cliff explosives, substations, construction box, and logistics bots. I forgot. I built a big solar field to power the base, sent it on the rocket with all the stuff I forgot, and then sat back and let our good old botters do all the hard work. After an hour, the facility was done, and we had made our first cryonite rods. Yes! To take them
59
back to
hours?
Novus, I built another rocket, another landing pad, and flew myself back home. And there we go, boys. Cryonite was now available. The first thing we needed it for was making utility science, so I hooked it up to a delivery cannon, went back into space, stuck down a bunch more machines, and before I knew it, utility science was done.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Baby steps, bro. This shit deadass reminds me of like the most complex of the complexities of the complex in the complex Minecraft, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck did I just say?
Finally, we could research logistics system, and the factory could grow even larger.
Yeah.
Day 5. Time for the factory to grow even larger. Using our new logistics chest, we began reconstruction of our space base to use a bus design. And tragically, in the process of building our new bus, this happened. Oh no. Funnily enough, this train had not been touched for over 20 hours and was still spinning. I finished up the side of our bus and rebuilt the science production to make a respectable 60 science per minute. Utility science was done, now it was time for production science. Production science uses vulcanite, and so it was time for for more creative world. Vulcanite,
Yes, sir.
like
Right
Cryonite,
here.
has its own set of unique challenges. First off, Vulcanite stacks to 20, so once again we want to make it into Vulcanite blocks. Vulcanite ore goes into pulverizers, gets pulverized into crushed Vulcanite, enriched Vulcanite, and even more fucking sand. The crushed and enriched Vulcanite are then used in centrifuges with some added sulfur, which produces even more enriched Vulcanite through a feedback loop.
Bro.
The enriched and crushed is then sent to industrial furnaces where it's combined with water and petroleum, which makes our final product Vulcanite blocks and some steam, and the steam is put through a condenser
Man's
turbine,
not
which converts
stuttering.
waste heat
Teach me,
back to
bro.
water. Now this process is fairly complicated, but what makes it particularly difficult is the fact that planets with lots of Vulcanite also tend to be waterless.
Oh, yeah.
No water means
Yeah.
we can't easily make the sulfur or petroleum, so those need to be shipped in.
Yep.
Or do they? Since we now have access to
Found a
Cryonite, we
cheat
can
code,
also
boy?
freeze the water and ship it around that way. Water ice can stack to 200, and each ice holds 100 water, so every stack is 20,000. This is quite a good solution, because ice is almost free, and we don't have to ship any barrels, which is
Yup.
good, because barrels suck. While I was sorting all this out of my head, Ben joined the creative world and decided to build some plutonium reactors.
Uh-huh.
Of course, seeing as we were in a creative world and had access to whatever we wanted, things very rapidly went off the rails.
Plutonium atomic bomb. Alright, Martin, where the f are you?
Don't shoot this, please. Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
God.
What the fuck? Oh, they fucking around?
It's gonna shoot fast, okay? Let me do it.
Oh, there they
my
go.
God.
Jesus Christ. My screen is just white.
What are you...
Look.
What's with all the worms, Ben?
Ew.
Alright, Martin, in game blueprints, if you ever need a block of 23,000 worms, it's just fucking there.
Oh my god, that's a
Hey,
lot of
yo.
worms.
A lot of
For
worms.
what?
It's
Do they
what
drop
is-
shit?
Back in the game, we got a few things ready for our Vulcanite expansion and had a look around at the star map when we noticed an interesting structure in the asteroid belt. Day 6. Agni, our chosen destination for Vulcanite processing. But first, more creative world to try and wrap my head around cargo rockets. Okay,
Bro,
it's been a few hours.
This got my brain
Mark,
mushed
do you
up,
wrap your
boy.
head around cargo rockets.
I don't know what is going on.
Nope. This large amount of Factorio I had been doing was definitely getting to me. My initial plan of being efficient called for a schedule, short breaks every hour or two, frequent meals, but all of that went out the window once
Bro,
I
is
started
butt
actually
Nike?
playing. Yeah, sure, I could eat right now, but I'm almost done with my new smelter setup, and I think I know which is more important. This game really is crack. Anyway, I still had a job to do, and today it was to go to
I don't
Agni
know,
and
man.
get
To each
some
their
goddamn
own.
Vulcanite. I loaded up a rocket, this time remembering to bring the stuff I forgore last time, and
Forgore.
flew over to our next big venture.
Damn. Okay. Alright. Yo, see, I feel like it is an older game, and I don't know how they would implement it. But I was gonna say they should again, I don't know if they do. Imagine a first person view of this game, bro. That would actually be fucking insane. Like you can switch in and out of first person and third person. That would be fire. Just to see everything and like everything you've created, how big it is and everything, you feel me? How big the worms and shit are.
I built another big ass solar panel, stuck down 10,000 more accumulators because the day-night cycle is quite long, and once again, sat back and let the botters do all the hard work. And after a few hours of bringing more stuff from Norvis, the blueprint was built and Vulcanite was finally being processed.
Ooh.
So I took it back home, made a setup to make iron ingots, loaded it all on delivery cannons, built even more space machines, and what do you know? Production science was automated. Oh my god. It only took 82 hours.
Nah.
Production science let us unlock a bunch of cool
Boy.
stuff. Better inserter
Playtime
configurations,
82
beacons,
hours.
bigger bot cargo capacity, Covrix enrichment, and best of all, incendiary artillery shells.
That's crazy.
These are like normal artillery shells, but spicier. And with that, I quit Factorio and went out with my friends to a nightclub
Yo, I want to know if this is
for efficiency. Day 7.
if there's an end to this
After a
game.
rather
I
solid
doubt
night
it.
out, leaving the club when the lights came on at 4 AM and getting home at 5, I went to bed, got nowhere near enough sleep, and hopped back on Factorio. However, as you can probably imagine, the powerful hangover I was battling with left me playing Factorio like a complete brick. So,
What,
I
2
wasn't going to
hours?
do anything complicated.
Playtime
Just
21,
some simple upgrades.
84.
Productivity Module 3s, some Coverx processing, concrete production to fuel my incredible cement addiction, some upgrades for the science setups, and finally, designing and building a nuclear reactor that takes no inspiration whatsoever from this one by Zisto. Nope, none. They just happen to be quite similar, for no particular reason. I completed the day with some copper smelting expansion. Hey girl, are you a construction worker? Because you are building.
It simply just makes sense. It just makes sense though.
And right before I went to bed, I found this wonderful hidden text plate.
Nice. But
Day 8.
What?
Our resources are running low, and that space we claimed on day 3, well, I think it could be larger. Right now, we need more copper, and while there's a little bit within our walls, there is much, much more, just a little outside of them. I think you see where this is going. It was time to expand our territory once again. I laid out a plan for a new wall, trying to use as much water as possible. But what's the point spending all this effort clearing out new territory if our wall is outdated and shit?
Yep.
So I hopped back into the creative world and built Wall version 2. For our
There
new
you
wall,
go.
I would be using some of our new upgrades. Each wall segment would have an artillery turret loaded with incendiary shells, but the main difference is in the train stops. The old system was dumb, but the new system is less dumb. This totally, fully necessary big blob of combinators reads the contents of these chests and calls the train when supplies run low. The main advantage of the new system is that once the station is built, the train will
Look at that
automatically come
shit.
by, unload the materials and construction bots, and the bots will build the rest of it for me. The
There you
flamethrowers
go.
also now use napalm
oh
since
hell yeah, boy.
why not? Anyway,
Make
for
your
us to
life
actually
easier a
build
little
these
bit, you
walls, we
feel
would
me?
need to clear out a lot of biters. So I hopped back in the attack helicopter and got to work on our next grand expansion.
Well, what's out here in the world, man? What the fuck are you, bro? That's crazy, man.
The first wall segment had been placed, and thousands of biters had been sacrificed for it to happen. I quickly stuck down some copper outposts, and the factory's blood could flow yet again. Day 9. I wasn't done. Gentlemen, it was time
93
to build
hours.
the rest of the wall. To build it, I'd have to clear out thousands and thousands of biters. So, wanting to do things efficiently, I ran some tests. The attack helicopter was great, but it needed lots of rockets and it had health, so it could die. Oh no no
Oh
no, no, no,
no!
And while it was very fast, it could be faster. Introducing
Now
the
see, imagine seeing this part right here in first person.
no.
Look at that. This is him right here. Seeing all of this just running behind you, chasing you. Boy, straight
and while
horror.
it was very fast, it could be faster. Introducing the Flying Fortress, one of the vehicles of all time. More health
Ooh.
and faster speed. Surely this would be better than
Oh
the
my.
helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Nope. The Flying Fortress is
What?
an airplane, and airplanes have this little quirk where if
Nah,
you go
that's
below
actually
a certain
fast as
speed,
shit,
they go,
bro.
I don't want to fly anymore, and they land. So, inevitably, while delivering high explosive rockets from the safety of my plane, I flew
Fire.
too slow, the plane landed itself, and I got mauled to death by an angry mob.
No. No.
Oh
Next up was our
no.
new incendiary artillery, which proved to be much more effective. Using manual targeting, I could clear entire giant nests in a few seconds. Even better, I could use the helicopter to get to an island, stick down the turrets, and rain death behind an impervious barrier of water. This was great, but it could be even better. Introducing artillery shells that are atomic bombs.
Boom.
Our arsenal was perfected, the blueprints were ready, and
That's
Operation
clutch.
Poop Shit was a go.
That's clutch, bruh. Montage. I feel like I'm back in 2010, bro. 2012. Crazy, bro. Yo, nah, that's wild. That shit's doing work.
Oh, Ben, I found the resonant frequency of my room. Would you like to hear the resonant frequency of my room?
Yes.
And would you look at that? The biters are all dead, and the wall is all built. Holy shit, I think that's it. In total, it took me about 13 hours of pure killing, paving, and building to get here. But
Bro,
it was
13.
definitely worth it. Because safety and security had
Yo,
finally...
imagine having the luxury to play for 13 hours, assuming straight. Man,
for real this time, been
man.
achieved. Day 10. With our borders more secure than ever, it was time to continue on our galactic conquest.
Crazy.
Ben and I, again seeing that spaceship in the asteroid belt, decided to hop in a rocket and go get it.
Damn. Hold on. Talk to me.
Alright, here it is.
Yeah. Hold on. Martincitopants doing this thing. Yeah, you know he's the man. Hold on. I don't understand none of what's going on.
Launch. Oh. And engage.
Is that a ship?
Oh shit.
Oh, it is. That's fire. Woo!
Oh, there we are. We're in Novice. I'm gonna go down here.
Nice little parking spot, you know what I'm saying?
was sick.
On the solar panel.
That's actually so cool. It's
That's
called
hard.
the Cum Wagon.
Yeah.
Riding on the high of our successful bootstrapped spaceship experience, we scoured the star map for anything else interesting. And we found something interesting. An alien pyramid structure poking out of the ground on the surface of Agni. So, Ben and I headed over to Agni.
Agony.
To take a look. There it is.
The music cooking up. Uh-oh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Well, shit.
What happened? What was that?
Thanks once again to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Download them from the link in the description and the pinned comment.
Alright, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. Only Martin could play a game for 44 hours in the first day. Yo. 44 hours in the first day. The fuck? Hey, yo. Oh, fuck. It just clicked. It just clicked in my head, bro. Yo, this Factorio, like, I don't understand, bro. Is there an ending to this game? Please, somebody tell me, because I don't think there is. You know what I'm saying? Fun fact about artillery: if you build it on a square surrounded by water, the biters have no path to attack it and thus will not swarm your base after you destroy their spawners with it. Oh, W strat. You know what I'm saying? W strat, W mans for letting him know about that. See y'all next year for part 3. These videos are almost as addicting as Factorio. I'm glad this is how I spent my daily Factorio break. Now back on Factorio. Bro, someone please tell me what's the whole point of the game, you feel me? Like, again, like I said earlier, to me, to have some kind of fun with this game or enjoy your time on it, I feel like you need somebody. You know what I'm saying? You need a second player helping you so you can talk to them and shit. But I don't know, bro. I don't think I could find myself playing this game ever, bro. Ever. You feel me? And also, let me know if there's an ending to it. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is so complex. I'm damn near brain dead right now. I ain't gonna lie. Not bad, though. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't. And I'm out.